Hey guys, Michael here, and just a real quick one here. I only got a few things to show you. The first thing I want to show and mention is this is a little bit belated. Timothy Smith sent me some VCLT, and here it is, Jethro Tull Aqualung. Pretty nice copy, and plays really good. So thank you so much for that, Tim. And I'm sorry I didn't mention that earlier. This pretty well covers what I feel I need from Jethro Tull. Although I have to admit, like I told him, if I'd forgotten how good this is too. By the way, it's really good. It got overexposed at a certain time. But hey, Liz and I went out today, went for a walk, and walked about a good mile or so from her home, and went down to Live Music Institute, who has a space, about as big as my actually bigger than my apartment probably, that sells vinyl and CDs, and that's a cool place too, by the way. They have this thing called Academy, or Rock Academy or something like that, where people come in who, kids, and basically they're kind of put into a band. They learn some songs and then they perform them live. Oftentimes they've never played an instrument before. It's kind of cute sometimes and kind of surprising. But anyway, so I'm going to talk about the stuff I got today. And I'm going to start with this. I was a harp player for many years, played blues harp, and was pretty damn good, I think. Not anymore. I've sounded boring for a long time. But as far as that traditional blues style, and particularly a more rural kind of style, Sonny Boy Williamson has always been the man for me. I bought this today because of this. I've never heard this, the London 1963 recordings. These were all recorded on the same two nights. The Yardbirds, who were pretty much unknown at that time, and certainly have not been recording, and this is with Eric Clapton, were the backup band for Sonny Boy Williamson, and also the warm-up band. I've never heard this one, and I still haven't played this yet, but it's just a sweet, sweet, sweet near-mint copy. There is not a flaw visible anywhere on this. I haven't cleaned it yet, and I think I will before I put it on and play it, but I'm looking forward to hearing it. And I've owned 3 copies, beginning 1965's Fontana issue of that Sonny Boy Williamson and the Yardbirds with Eric Clapton. That is one of my favorite Sonny Boy Williamson albums. My very favorite one is Sonny Boy Williamson and Memphis Slim live in Paris, which was recorded around the same time. And that is just an incredible. I mean, there's like 3 people in the audience, and you can hear all 3 of them clapping. But it's a great, great record. He was an old man by this time, and relatively old. He actually wasn't that old even when he died. He wasn't as old as I am now. Anyway, really happy to have that, and it'd be cool to have the 81 version of the London 1963, the first recordings, and the 65 Fontana version of the Sonny Boy Williamson recording, but hey, I don't, so. Well, anyway, then I bought this. These I did, I have played already to see how well they came out. I've never heard this album before. Mickey Hart, Rolling Thunder. Really, actually, quite a good record. This particular one is, yeah, baby, a white label promo, and still even has the little thing that would have been like this on it when they sent it out. Yeah, it's great. The sleeve is in very bad shape, and the LP didn't look too good, so I was kind of concerned, even though it was cheap. But he told me I could bring it back. I couldn't test play it. Unfortunately, the stereo in the record room needs speaker wires, so I can't. Which I always do. I go in there and I just spin records and I test play everything before I buy it. At least I kind of have some idea of how it's going to sound. And I was maybe even had more concern about this. This one looked rough, mostly dirt and just funky. This one had some scratch marks on it that scared the heck out of me. But you know, I remember this album when it came out. Fat Mattress, in 1969. And feeling kind of let down. And I know why. Noel Redding, dude was with in the Experience with Jimi Hendrix, and this don't sound nothing like Jimi Hendrix, not even remotely, and sounds more, and interestingly enough, since Chris Wood plays flute on it, kind of like it's in that same field that those first couple of Traffic albums were in. Played it. I was very concerned, and I wouldn't even bought them, but he said, if they don't play, just bring them back, and I'll, and I was like, okay, fair enough. I got home, cleaned it up, and a little bit of surface noise, but those little scratches, my needle just went right on through, no problem. So I'm really happy to have this, and here again, it's one of those records that my memory was not very positive, but my experience today is quite positive, and I really do think that it just had to do with that this didn't meet the expectations that a lot of people had, and it didn't really sell all that well, which is too bad. It's a blessing and a curse. Look what Mitch Mitchell ended up mostly having to do. So, yeah, very happy to have those 3 new records. Very happy once again to have Aqualung back in my collection after a bazillion years. I don't think I've listened to that album since sometime in the mid-'70s, probably. That's all I got to say. Beautiful day. I'm going to play this Yardbirds now because I haven't played it yet, and I'm looking forward to that. And I think you ought to go spin something too, huh?